love I love Dr. Romney because she's saying things that I felt and been through, and I'm not going to be looking at the live chat, but look, I want to let anybody that uses the live chat or engages it. It's not my prerogative. It's not my decision for you to use it. I'm not going to be looking at it. I am aware now. I'm fully aware, but it took me a long time till, let's just say today. Let's just say today is when I realized how toxic it is, and how naive I was. I mean, I will not be looking at the live chat. I make myself aware today. I acknowledge the harm, the live chat, when I read it, how much it causes me, how much harm. I get it. It hurts. It hurts a lot. And the thing is, the promise of being able to develop fans and community was what drew me to this platform. It really is. And I still believe in this platform. I believe in it. I believe in the promise that I believe in it. I believe in it. I believe in this platform. I love this platform in many ways. I love this. The functionality is it's good. It's like it's so easy to stream and to have people chat with you, and I appreciate that. But there is an epidemic of serial harassment occurring on this platform. And I believe it comes in many, 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 many forms, and that they're not all alike. And it's so sad. It's shocking, frankly, because I think that when I think about Section 230 and the Communications Decency Act, I think about, if you're using that for immunity, that means you have a platform that is like a public utility in some sense, that it is part of the public narrative, that it's part of it's part of what you have to be able to use it, provided that you are acting in good faith and being kind. You have to be able to use it, and that's my interpretation of the CDA, is that they can't just choose who can use it and who can't, because of their immunity from user generated content. They're immune because they're giving us the ability to create our content and to share it. But under that, there's a clause that they are to, in good faith, restrict and remove content that is harassing, vile, lewd, obscene. And I know to be true that they are not removing. Now, are they restricting? Is that the leg that they want to stand on? I would ask, if age restricting, harassing content is in line with the court's interpretation of Section 230, are they, and I think it needs to be clarified, do they have a duty to remove harassing content or just restrict it? And if they just restrict it, then who is it available to? Well, if they age restrict it, then it's available to adults. Technically, right? So, like, obviously there are people that can use their accounts. Like, young people can use adult accounts with ease, most likely. Um, that's my guess, is that they would be able to just put in a fake birthday and move past that. Um, I personally, it would be sad if we had to move to a system where you had, I don't know, if a system where you had to show your ID and be. It might be the next step. Now, I think being a content creator might warrant such a need. I think being an anonymous content creator is problematic. I think that there should be a source. There has to be a source of the content. Now, under Section 230, it's often argued that YouTube is not the source. They're not the publisher and they're not the speaker. And I do understand value in letting everyone participate in publishing content. But when that content is overtly harassing or invasive or hurtful to others, then not that it should be removed right away, but it should be addressed by a human who can say, all right, well, this is free speech, or like, people can make fun of me. Like, that is your right. It is your right you can clip my videos, put it in a corner of your own video, sit there and talk about it and make fun of it. That's fair use. That is fair use. Because it becomes transformative. It becomes your content in which you're criticizing me or any given content that you choose. But if you're not in said content, then it's not fair use. If your voice isn't in said content, it's not fair use. If you're not narrating the reasons why you believe what you're saying in the title, if you're not giving narrative, voice, your own voice, then you're stealing said content and you're using it to mislead. But and there's a difference. It's not hard to understand. Now, there's a site where they're satirical. So it should be, I believe people should have the right to talk shit. 100%. People should be allowed to talk shit and dislike people and say it and say that, and even use their content to back up why they dislike said person. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair use. And I think as an artist, that's what you're stepping into when you release anything. However, when it becomes just overtly defamatory, now I understand that there's a Patrick Tomlinson issue here. I understand that I was swatted by Patrick Tomlinson people. Now, I looked into it. The site that Patrick sued is a site unto itself. It's not YouTube. It's not like a YouTube and it's actually a private site. And people and it's the intro to that site. And I think swatting is obviously illegal. I mean, frankly, if you swat somebody, that's not legal. That's stepping over the bounds. However, the site in question for Patrick, it leads in saying this is satire. This is all. So does that change things? Well, it does. Why? Why does it? Well, because with the intro, and Patrick, this is true. This is true. Now, There's no failure to warn on that Cloudflare site. It's not negligent. It actually states at the head of it. Now, are the harassing Twitter handles like Patty Meatloaf, and that's different. But the site where all these things originate, where these ideas are discussed, in and of itself, the thing that it does do, which is, look, it's not fun to be ridiculed. However, if you are going to be a public person, it may be a part of your story. But the site, the specific Cloudflare site in question, if you go to it, it leads in with a huge introduction about this is satire. This is a, it's like this is a place for people to say whatever the fuck they want in fun and have fun. Okay? And that is what you would, it's a dutiful warning. It's a dutiful warning. It's saying this site is used for this purpose. That, unfortunately, for people like I hate, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but as far as the cultivation of vitriol towards a person, I think that's when the law becomes very blurry. Look, but I do believe people should have a place where they can express these things. Even if they hate, like me, even if they think that I've done horrible things, if there's a site that says, this site, the point of it is so that we can fucking say shit that we feel to be true, or just shit that we want to say, it changes the nature of what's being said, legally speaking. And I think YouTube, I don't know that YouTube has that. I don't know that, but that also, anybody that swats, Patrick, or that's not legal. I mean, that's just not. I mean, it's not. I don't, as far as I know, even calling in a false police report like somebody did do that, and they swatted me the other night. That's against the law. Just that action. I mean, it's not connected necessarily to that site. And I think Patrick focusing on that site may be his problem. Well, because that site says what it's for, and it's for people to fuck around. That's what it's for. I'll go to it. I'll go to the site because I think I don't know if this warning was up prior. I don't know if it was always, but that doesn't mean your actions off of that site are legal. Okay. But look, let's see. Let's go to the site. I saw it. And I somewhat hate to say it. You cannot swat people. Let me just preface that. It's not legal to swat. It's not. But should people be able to fucking talk as much shit as they want on a given website? Well, I think we have to look at the site, and I'm going to go to it, and I want to read the preface of the site. And Norm Macdonald, like, whatever. I look. Patrick's entitled to his opinion about Norm Macdonald. I mean, like, who cares even? It's not a big deal for someone not to like Norm. Dude, there's no artist, and I have to stand with Patrick there. There's just, look, I don't know Patrick. I don't know him. I only know that I have been dealing with a cyberstalker issue, and that it seemed to converge when I was researching. So, but I want to go to the site that Patrick, I believe, I believe, I'm not positive, I'm just saying what I know to be true. And honestly, like I'm not siding with people that have done anything to hurt Patrick. Like you to hurt. If it's malicious intent is not something I would ever look. It's not legal, frankly. But if I look at like there's a website. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, got it. It's newonaforums.net. That's the site. Now look, here's something important. If you're gonna file a lawsuit against a site, well, I don't know what the site looked like 2 years ago. So that's one thing. But look, this is what said site says. This forum is dedicated exclusively to parody, comedy, and satirical content. None of the statements, opinions, or depictions shared on this platform should be considered or treated as factual information under any circumstances. All content is intended for entertainment purposes. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. My issue, the person claims does not say entertain. Does not specify that. Now that's an overt warning that this is for entertainment. My personal person says it's for. They use they use say educational, criminal. They don't specify because, but they have also said that they use this it was the Hollywood Laughingstock channel that is meant to defend. So when he says that he's using that site to defend himself, what he means is he's trying to archive and surveil my activity so that should it ever become legally prescient, he has it to resort to in order to defend himself. When you defend yourself publicly, typically it should be in your voice. With your voice, you should be saying, I think this. They said, right, in your own voice. That's a proper defense. Okay, so we're going to continue. So there's one blaring reason why this forum, and I don't know, I'm a free speech person. I really do believe in free speech. I do, but that doesn't include swatting. You guys don't SWAT. It's just don't. It's just not an important thing to do. Like, but that's my opinion, I guess. But like, it's lying to law enforcement. First of all, they take you guys more seriously than they take me. Than they've ever taken me. But so it says, please be aware that this forum, entertainment purposes only, and should be regarded as fictional, exaggerated, or purely the result of personal opinions and creative expression. Now that is what you would call a warning, meaning you're being advised what this site's about. And it actually is and I think Patrick should know this. He should know this because if this was on, I don't know that this warning was on it in the beginning, but if it was, it clearly says, like, this is like, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Can you defame somebody if you are acknowledging it's for entertainment and exaggerated purposes? Yes, probably. If the site has acknowledged that is its sole purpose, because people have the right to express themselves. Okay? And but they have to acknowledge that that's what's happening, right? Like, if you acknowledge that, then you've acknowledged it, and then you've said, all right, so now I'm going to say fuck this fucker, he's a fucking whatever I want to say. And you are saying it under the banner of entertainment, exaggerated or fictional or personal opinion and creative expression. That's got to be protected. Personal and creative expression. And I do not seek to ban that. So that's a factor. Please be aware this forum may feature discussions and content related to taboo, which should be allowed in places. It just should. People should have a place to talk about fucking weird shit, whatever they want, because the human soul is meant to express itself, sometimes in weird ways. But there's justice system also, and there's also hurting, sabotaging somebody. But like, I think that this, I don't know how long this warning has been up, but it's just a fact that there's a warning that it says it says everything. It says entertainment purposes only and fictional, exaggerated, purely the result of personal opinions. That's and creative expression. That's what. Okay, like that's a lot. That's an important preface. And then it says, please be aware that maybe taboo content, potentially offensive subjects. The purpose of content is not to incite harm, right? Like swatting is harm. This site is not responsible for anybody's actions off this site. And I say that because it has such an explicit warning. I don't know, I wonder if there are people that go on the site in the chat. I am afraid to look at it, but I am interested. I don't know. I think free speech is fucking necessary. But if you are lying about somebody, you should do it under the banner of satire. Like, it has to be considered utter satire. And that doesn't include DMCA or copywritten material, right? It includes whatever you want to write. It does. I mean, it does. And this is a pretty explicit banner. I went through the site. I don't feel like participating in it, but fucking A. I think people should be allowed to have now. It makes one think. What's the logical conclusion of that? Of saying this banner, this thing, any similarities to real people, events, situations are coincidental or based on real life inspirations, but used within the context of fair use satire. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't claim that it's educational, that it's documentary, or preserving evidence. It says it's use real life inspirations used within the context of fair use satire. That is fair use. Not if you steal the content directly, because then it's still the person's content. But you can say whatever you fucking want in this under this banner. You ought be able to. But then you have to ask, what does that allow? What does that permit going forward? So could this type of banner be used to cultivate a more illegal activity? Well, obviously it's possible. It is possible. And the point at which one has civil liability or can sue, one can assert civil liability upon somebody, is the point at which illegal and activity has occurred. So this site, that's a very well-written advisory. And you can't sue these people. You can't sue this site You can't. Not for making fun of you or even calling you anything. I'm not going to repeat some of the things, but you can say really fucked up shit on this site because why? Because it's expression. It's personal expression based off of real life inspiration, which makes it fair use. But if this site led with like, this is documentary evidence and fair use under like, okay, the thing is, this site in particular, it says parody, satire, and entertainment. It's fairly explicit. It's fairly explicit. Now let's go to mine. Let's just see. Look, let's see if my case fucking falls through right now. I don't think it does, because I believe that this person insinuated that this site was meant to document my crimes. Okay, which is explicitly different. Okay, let's see what the difference. I am not the person. These videos are being mirrored for documentary purposes to provide evidence of Todd Schultz's criminal behavior and general outrageousness online. Well, what does the criminal, first of all, what's the criminal behavior? Because that's fairly explicit. What's the criminal behavior? Not general, well, and general outrageousness. So, and general outrageousness is in parentheses. So, if there's no criminal behavior, then why is there the assertion that there is? There's an assertion that there's criminal behavior. If it just said general outrageousness, it still wouldn't work for my live streams, but it would work for probably showing my tweets. Maybe not. I actually don't know. I don't know the Twitter terms of service that well. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. However, this site, which is called Hell to Pay, is made for Thompson to hurt me. It's not made, it's made for that. That's what its purpose is. That's not legal. It's just not legal. Under the law. That's cyber stalking. That's the federal statute description. Now, what if he had said, well, still you still like, so look, also you have to consider, is YouTube the place to post things that are posted on the other forum? No, it's not. It's not generally seen as such. It's more seen as a source of truth and a source of, in general, I would say the general gist of YouTube is that you can't post harassing videos. They don't permit it. They strictly enforce it per their own words. So would the stuff that's on a forum be legally viable on YouTube? Maybe not. Probably not. Because if it's of a harassing nature. So harassment is, you have to understand, it's like a subjective, it's subjective, like, do you feel harassed? If you feel harassed and you say, I'm feeling harassed, so then that also, it's a deep, see, this is why I believe that Patrick's lawsuit did not pan out, because he failed to, I think, really reasonably and critically assess what was, now he was being swatted, so he was under duress. He was under duress, which means he's not necessarily responsible if he signs contracts under duress. So, and contracts include terms of service and stuff like that. So that's an aspect of this. But you can't compare YouTube and the other forum. I mean, they're not the same. YouTube is not meant And I say this with just earnestness. Like, it's not meant to be that the same as that other site. The other site is meant to fucking be. I honestly, here's the thing though, too. Is like the other site, the criticism is buried underneath this huge warning. Buried. Like, you have to scroll past this huge explicit warning that what you're engaging in, and that has to be allowed. It has to be allowed because I believe that humans have to express themselves. That said, even if it's under that explicit warning, if you steal Patrick's books or you steal his YouTube live streams and you put it on there, he has a DMCA claim. But the owner of that site is not liable for that DMCA claim unless said owner knew that there was an ongoing DMCA issue and refused to restrict or remove based on that issue. If that person knew that Patrick's copyright, and I'm not talking about harassment right now at all. I'm talking about copyright, personal property. If Patrick had a claim, so if someone took his live streams or any content that he owns and used it, and then he struck it, okay? In my opinion, that is the beginning of the question of, is there a good faith to moderate or restrict? Okay? So you take one. If there's five claims, and Patrick is claiming 5 instances of copyright infringement, that multiplies the duty the owner is under to look at said issue by 5. Now, you have to say, well, what do the courts now? What's the number? What's the number that you have to reach in order to reach the goal of bad faith? Well, I don't know. I would think 1 would be enough to put a reasonable owner and moderator on notice. You know, that's not up to me though. However, 5, I don't really know what happened on this site, but 5 instances would be 5 times whatever that 1 was. But I go on that site, and I don't see personally. I'm looking through it. Okay, and that warning is on every single page on here. And it says exclusively to parody, comedy, and satirical content versus to provide evidence of Todd Schultz's criminal behavior and general outrageousness. Does that term general outrageousness suffice? No, because it doesn't undo the assertion that there's criminal behavior. It only adds more context potentially. But it's asserting there's criminal behavior. What's criminal behavior? What's a crime? This is, what's a crime? And also, when was "and general outrageousness" added? And how many of the videos is it on? Is it just a copy paste? And when someone copy pastes something like that, how much can it uphold? Like, how much of general outrageousness can it uphold before the criminal behavior assertion? The reason you hate this channel is because it meticulously documents all of your lies, making it harder, if not possible, for you to get away with them. Boo-hoo, suffer the consequence of running your stupid mouth now. The dumbass crap you say won't be forgotten or erased. If you ever want to stop being documented, just shut the fuck up. Now, this site is not merely documenting me. It's publishing said documentary evidence. It's publishing. And obviously, what you just read is much different than this forum is dedicated exclusively to parody, comedy, and satirical content. None of the statements and opinions shared on this platform should be considered or treated as factual. That's way different than the reason you hate this channel is because it meticulously documents all of your lies, making it harder, if not impossible, for you to get away with them. Now, this person has got to probably assert what lies were told. What lies? What lies? What lies beneath? You know, what lies are they talking about? I generally don't lie. I generally don't lie. Like, I mean, my manner is to not like it's part of my personality. To provide evidence. So what does that mean, to provide evidence? It means to implicate someone in a crime. So how is me lying here?
I'm fucking clear-headed. I have moments of concern over the amount of fucking crap I put online. You know, obviously I have a lot of amends to make. I'm not quite on the step yet. I see that I put myself online. You know, I did. I apologize in the sense, I know that you don't like this. I know that this pisses you off. That I'm not giving you a full-out apology, like on my knees, and maybe I will get there. It's not my business what you do. It's upsetting. It upset me. That doesn't mean that it's my business to call you out and put your name in my headlines. And maybe that's what you were reacting to, and I just didn't get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I fucking, I guess I'm happy that I'm going through what I'm going through, you know? And I'm not in some fucking posh Hollywood rehab, by the way. Like, I'm not. It's like, it's a very humble program, but I'm grateful to be in it. I'm learning to be a lot more humble. Isn't that what you said that God told you to do, Michael? Michael told me that God said I needed to be more humble. It doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in one day. But I do agree that I needed to be way more humble.
Always.
Honestly,
Always.
It's whatever I say, you're gonna fucking it's gonna get twisted, and that's unfortunate. Why do you want me to just like? I don't understand. Like, honestly, I'm trying to be honest with you, with my viewers, with the viewers, with people that watch it. I'm not trying to lie and say I'm fucking sorry if I'm not. I'm trying to fucking actually go into my self and like understand myself better. I mean, that's why I'm here. Dude, I was a fucking asshole. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not happy with how I am.
Being an asshole is okay.
I'm working on it. I'm working on becoming humble enough to just, I'm sorry. It's not my business. I shouldn't be saying shit to anybody like that. That's not who I am. It's not who I want to be anyway. Fucking Virgos, right? I know it's a scandal. Are you gonna stop doing your little black magic stuff on me? Michael, Lindry, and Doc Savage? Or are you gonna keep doing that? Why shouldn't I have fucking freedom, guys? I'm not, like, I didn't fucking hurt anybody. I'm not physically, anyway. You guys are fucking so serious.
I didn't kill a bird. Jesus Christ. I didn't kill. I wouldn't have.
I know. It sucks. What can I do about it? It's what I put up online, right? I have to hope God will help me. Why are you like torturing me, dude? This is why I'm not fucking sorry to you. This is why. Because you're a fucking twat. You're a fucking bad person, dude. You're a bad person. If God made you put you up to all this shit, God made you a bad fucking person. One day you're gonna get fucking. One day. No matter what happens to me, Michael. One fucking day. You're gonna get you're so fucking bad. I swear to God. One day. Dude, Michael, you're a nutcase, bro. You are not the barometer of me getting worse or better. I don't even know, man. I don't know, Michael. I really don't know. I don't know what you are. Are you really a vampire, dude? Like, for reals? Are you gonna clip me saying, like, you're a vampire and shit? Okay. That sounds awful. I'm sure you get nice and messed up when you do it. Wait a second. What does that mean? I miss Brett. You're damn right about that. You fucking jerk. So wait, Michael, you're not gonna leave, bro. You're not gonna fucking leave. You're gonna fucking sit and watch every goddamn second of every second. Because I fucking own you, Michael Thompson. I fucking own you. You're gonna sit and watch every second, fucking loser. Wow. This is why I can't just apologize to him. So how humble am I supposed to be? How humble am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to be like, okay with a vampire? A vampire fucking like threatening me? Trying to ruin my life? Am I? Like seriously, I'm asking you. Am I? Dude, I've been fucking humble, dude. I'm doing 6 hours a day.
I was an IOP, intensive outpatient, every day.
What is the crap? Psycho shit. Vampires? Like, what the fuck? Dude, just because I'm humble doesn't mean I'm going to be humble in every moment. I have to be humble to realize that, what do you want me to be, a saint? What is this crap? Receipt collector? What kind of bullshit is this? I'm going to believe. Stop trying to tell me I'm not humble. I'm trying to be a good person every day. Every fucking day. What do you want me to be? A fucking, like, a monk? I'm trying, man. It takes a long time. We're talking about years of fucking behaviors. Years. I have surrendered a lot. Am I the monster here? Oh, I'm the monster then. It's so weird, man. You think you're a decent person, and then it's like, turns out you're a fucking monster. Dude, I'm not perfect. What am I supposed to say? I mean, honestly, I don't know. Isn't it humble to even just be searching?
This is all my content, by the way.
Searching?
It's mine. I own this
Searching
content.
in my mind, I'm trying to understand, and I don't. Can't that be humility? It's tough. So I feel like this is easy shit, dude. After what I went through this year, humility does not happen in a day. When Michael tried to reason with me. What does that mean? He tried to reason with me.
No, it means you tried to bully me. That's what that means. Bully. It means bully and control. In a criminal, in my opinion, in a criminal manner.
Vampire. He just said he was a
It's just a
vampire,
joke, you
dude.
fucking idiot.
And you're
Bro,
still-
but like, it's a joke. You watched my life unravel, and you contributed over and over and over and over and over and over to it, knowing you wanted me to be homeless. And I never was homeless, by the way. I never was homeless. I ended up having a place to stay, and I had a room the very next day. You know, I stayed, you know, so I never was homeless, which was your goal, but it never happened.
It's something I've thought about a lot. It's a big reason why I'm here. It's a big reason why I'm here.
The reason why I was there, to be quite honest, is that honestly, Michael Thompson agitated me insanely. That is definitely a major factor. Major factor. Michael Thompson and his group, including Mr. Holmes. Look, it's true. Who contributed the most money every single time, including Miss May, and Robin Eaglesong, including all of these people. And they don't like to be mentioned, but these are historical facts. It's like, these are facts. And when I say vampire, you did everything you could to destroy my life. You intervened in every aspect of my life. Every aspect. You personally intervened. And so my response to you got me put in rehab. It also made my friends and family think that I was crazy because of your actions, Thompson. And Holmes. Holmes, you duly and dutifully and obediently supported Thompson in every instance. And your concern trolling is very obvious and it has been filed before the court. I know that you're going to, try to counter sue me, but I didn't do anything wrong. I know I didn't. I know that I didn't. I know that anytime I ever said anything that could be construed as rude or mean, it was a response to an ongoing cyber harassment campaign. Okay, we can finish this video, but this video is not admissible. It's not admissible as character evidence. In my opinion, I don't think this video will be admissible as character evidence because it was edited and even the thing is, even though he personally, I don't see myself as being that bad.
It's confusing. It's just confusing, man.
I see myself as being decent.
Fuck. Why do you have to piss me off so much? Why do you have to act so fucking like, I really hope you get clean and sober? And then you're like, you're so not humble, and I can see that you're a shit person. How can you talk out of both sides of your mouth like that? Tell me, what is it that Michael Thompson's goal here on YouTube is? What's the goal forever? Honestly, I think he might actually be the legend, Michael, the vampire, Thompson. What if me and Michael are like a team? No, honestly, I'm just one of his like subjects, I guess. Just I wanna be a supermodel. All right, I'm gonna get the fuck off here so I can deal with my boys.
I mean, like,
dude, Michael, relax, bro.
That is a person who's been subjected to ongoing abuse for a long time on this platform. I can't see the live chat, so I don't know what's in it. I know myself. I know myself, and I know what I've done and what I've said and what I mean, I'm willing to literally address any issue you'd like. The bird, I told you, it was here. The bird, I was with it on the balcony, and it wanted to be there, but I didn't throw it off. In fact, I took the bird inside, and I put it in its box. I had a box, and the bird, when I last saw it, was walking along the wood floor here. Okay? Then I went to take a shower. Now, I assumed that this bird was aware of its capabilities of flight. And I don't even know if the bird was capable. I don't actually know much about birds at all. Where did I get this bird? I found it in a fountain drowning about 2 or 3 hours prior to bringing it home. And then that's fact. That's a fact. That's the fact. And I never tried to mislead about it, or I never tried to hide anything. I mean, if someone's dog falls off a balcony, do you say that they're guilty of killing their dog? Or do you say that maybe, I mean, like, seriously, it's an accident at best. And honestly, I don't know what happened to that bird. It's like no one told me that they swept up a bird, on the fucking, in the garage. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. I don't know. It could be okay. It's possible. It's possible that the bird is okay. That's a possibility. Because I definitely would not. And I wonder if you actually believe that. And if you do believe that, why? What have I ever done that would make you think that that's something I would do? When have I ever hurt an animal and reveled in it, or appeared to enjoy such a thing? I told you the bird was drowning. It would have died. I think it would have died if I don't know how long the bird would have survived, like swimming in that fountain. I actually don't know. I mean, maybe we can look it up. It was a songbird, I guess. How long can a song? I don't hear about these being in water though. swim. Ugh. For example, this is the instance. I want to let everyone know. The bird was at this level of water, okay? The ledge was at this level. The bird was like this against the wall. It looked weighed down by the water, and that it looked like it was trying to get out, and that the only way to get it out would have been to scoop it up and to let it on the floor, which is what I did. That's exactly what I did. I scooped it up, and then I was scared for it. I thought, is this bird okay? Like, did it break any? I don't know exactly about how birds' structure or skeletal structure works, but I tried to, and then it seemed okay. It did, and I held it and I said, "You're okay." I tried to like heal it. I don't know. I just tried, and then it seemed to like me after about like it was like a couple minutes, and then I went to the store. I bought it stuff and I brought it home, and um, it was gone. I left it to walk around. Yes, the I admit that the sliding door was open, and I honestly did not. I thought that it looks like a mature bird, right? Like it wasn't like a baby. Wasn't a baby bird. It looked like it would be able to know its limits to some degree, but I don't know what I don't know. I don't know much about the bird. It was literally a few hours of my life, and that's it. And that's the truth of Flammy. That's what happened. Is I went to shower and I don't know what happened. Maybe it did fly away. That's what my uncle said. He said maybe it flew away, and I think that he probably was right. I think it probably did. I don't know. It probably did fly away. Maybe it could fly. Maybe it could have managed. I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to look that kind of question up, to be quite honest. And now I will look at the live chat. For the sake of posterity, not. I don't know if I should, though. I don't think I will. It sucks. I really want that capacity to be able to converse, So many songs, so many weird things, so many like things, so many notes about lots of things throughout the time. There's so much evidence, basically. I guess it's not on here. It should be though. My song. What I'm looking for. Let me if I type in sale. Is that on my phone? All accounts. Oh, I can sing the song from memory. I'm pretty sure, but it should be. Wow, where is it? Interesting, but I know by heart. And on my journey, I played the victim, and I believed in everything. As time grew longer, I got smarter and finally learned that it just won't work unless I be myself. I'm saying just nowhere to the 9 to 5 to be me, 'cause I gotta live my life stronger as time goes longer. Finally learn how to be free, said, and on my journey, I played victim and I believed in fairy tales. And as time grew longer, I got stronger and finally learned that it just won't work when it's set to sail. When it's set to sail. Yeah, on my way back, I grew tired 'cause I believed in everyone. And as time grew sharper, I got smarter. Finally learned that it just won't work. And I'm saying just no way. Oh, I'll escape the 9 to 5 and die to be me. Oh, yeah, I've gotta live my life. I grow stronger as the days get longer. Finally learn to be free. Oh, now on my journey, I played the victim and now I believed in fairy tales. And as time grew longer, I grew stronger. Finally learned how to be free and set the sail. When it set the sail, yeah. When it set the sail, yeah. Sail. Oh, I got stronger and I finally learned how to be free. And on my journey, I fell victim, 'cause I believed in everyone. But as time got longer, I grew stronger. And I finally learned how to be free. When it's in the sail, yeah, when it's set the sail, when it's set the sail. Oh, I was scared the 9 to 5, dying to be me. When it's set the sail. Oh, yeah, and on my journey, I played the victim, and I believed in fairy tales. And as time got longer, I grew stronger. And I finally learned how to be me and set the sail. And set the sail. Oh, I got it. That's why. I was under the wrong folder. Now let's look. Dude, that's weird. Where is my lyrics for sale? I'm pretty sure I have them in a note. I think there's video of me even reading it. I know Journey was in there. So. That's so weird. I thought maybe I was wrong. I thought I had lyrics to "On My Journey." That song. I mean, I wrote it. I wrote it. I'm pretty sure on here. On my notes. Is there a reason why? Gotta check all iCloud. Let's see. Is it here? No. No. Well, I've played that song a lot of times on here, so I mean that's definitely that's definitely gonna be a fact. It's definitely a bit bizarre, but it could just be like a technical issue. Like I'm pretty sure if I go into my voice memos, I mean, I didn't just make up that song just now. So that's a fact. Let's see. No, this is from song. There's no way. No. Just darkness out of you. Left your desperate spell on me. Oh, that's Jessica Simpson's song. No. Let's see if I put sale. Is there no record of this song? I'm gonna go crazy if there's a. I mean, I know that I played it on here before. It's so damn good. It's too late. Play the song. Pretty good for a kid, for you realize he could take your games out for a joyride. I wrote it in 2021. Pretty good for a kid, for you realize he could take your feelings out for a joyride. No, you can't be a man. You lie. I can see all my I can see all my walls come crashing down. Yeah, I can see my ways, but when I ain't too proud of them, I see you for you, and you can see me too. Just get worried when it starts with the fall that reduces us all, and it ends with the. We'll find a way back. Say that. feel the walls come crashing down. I see you for you, and I ain't too proud of them. I see me for me, and I see us both through, and I see hope too. But when it starts, and it starts with the fall that reduces us all, but we find a way back. Oh, in the nick of time, ends with a third, but we take the bus, finding our way back. What's the chorus for that song? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. But I mean, honestly, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure I have that song recorded. And I was looking for glory. This is another song. I was looking for love, and I was looking for glory, like a hollow fool in the middle of history. And then heavens they gave away all of my stories, and you sang for me on the winds of justice. This piano by her burns this soul down, and the children's home sport the sun. We just watched in silence, and I saw you fly up in the sky on the winds of justice. Hold my hand, I'm gonna take you back. And I was looking for love, and I was looking for glory, like a hollow fool in the middle of history. And then heavens they gave away all of my stories, and you sang for me going up on the wings of justice. And you sang for me going up on the wings of justice. And take me to the mountains, set my soul on fire, and set the winds in my heart. You're beautiful and crimson, like the disintegrated sun. Politicians are sipping money, and the floods begin to come. Open the sky on the winds of justice. Oh, and I hold my hand, take it to the promised land. Oh, and then you sang for me, and I was looking for love, and I was looking for glory, like a hollow fool in the middle of history. And the heavens they gave away all of my stories, and you sang for me going up on the winds. I was looking for love, I was looking for glory, like a hollow fool in the middle of history. And then heavens they gave away all of my stories, and you sang for me going out on the winds of justice. On the winds of justice. looking for love. I was looking for glory, like a hot on fool in the middle of history. And then the heavens that gave away all of my stories, you sang for me, oh, on the way. And I was looking for love, like a hollow fool in the middle of history, and the heavens that gave away all of my stories, and you sang for me on the winds of justice. That was co-written by a friend of mine named Nina. She wrote a lot of those lyrics, and I took her poem and I made a song and I added some stuff to it, but I didn't remember all the lyrics there. This is another song I wrote. I wrote when I was at the Nook, it's a sober living. It was a sober living place. One teacher said, man, of you, way I feel about you, and now I'm ruminating, I could never doubt you, and if you know it's true, then I'm all about you. You could give it up, you can show me love. Listen to the beat of my heart, listen to my heartbeat. Oh, but listen to the way of my soul. You could give it up, give in, oh, but I won't let you go, no, let you go, no, I won't let you go, no, I won't let you go, no, I won't let you go, yeah. It's time to pray, 'cause you're saying you don't love me. You're far away, and now I know I'm not above it. And if you say it's real, then I'm all about us. You could give me love, and you can show me love. Don't listen to the beat of my heart. Listen to my heartbeat. Listen to the way of my soul. You could give it up, give it. Oh, but I won't let you go, no, no, I won't let you go, 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 no, let you go, no, and I won't let you go, no, I won't let you, I won't let you, I won't let you, I won't let you. Listen to the beat of my heart. Listen to my heartbeat. Listen to the way of my soul. 'Cause you could give it up or give in. I won't let you go, no, 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 I won't let you, I won't let you, I won't let you go, no. Oh, just listen to the beat of my heart, and you could give it up or give in, but I won't let you go, no, no. When we first met, first met, the magic show with the duck. When we first met, you had your choice, your pick of them. When we first met, I was still a baby boy. When we first met, I knew that I had no choice. When we first met, I thought coffee was a drug. When we first met, I was just so fucking young. When we first met, I knew so quickly what would come. When we first met, when we first met, the Christmas party where you got chased by that guy I never met, but seemed to know my little ploy. When we shook hands, I knew then that we had met. I can't forget when we first met. I didn't own a single mug when we first met. You were the nicest guy to us, but we forget that the love was mutual when we first met. When we first met, got no respect. And though I try so fucking hard, why can't you get that I'm not trying too damn hard? You can't regret the time we've spent when we first met. When we first met, I thought coffee was a drug. When we first met, I was just so fucking young. When we first met, yeah, I knew quickly what would come. We first met, I don't regret. When we first met, when we first met. When will you open up your eyes? You mean so much more to me than you realize. When will you tell me what it is you see? Oh, can't you see that the angels are calling bring you to me. So tell me when will you finally love yourself? Oh no, when will you finally love yourself? You speak right from your heart, and you just can't ignore. You say exactly what you're thinking about, baby, and they just shut the door. So when will you, open up your heart? And then you see that God's love, baby, is all you ever want. Oh, and I know that life is magic. Oh, and it don't have to be so tragic. When you learn to love yourself, you win, will you finally love yourself? When will you finally love yourself? So when will you see what I see? And when will you learn to trust and breathe? And I know that it's been a panic, and that you got stuck in traffic, but there's an exit right in front of you. So when will you finally love yourself? When will you finally love yourself?